I'm HybridFoxKid and welcome back to the Three Nations SMP. Between episodes I got around to fixing up the walls in this area here. Not fully completed, but it will get there over time. Fixing this area here and started circling around the mountain and the shoreline in this area here. And again, like the other one, the mountain area isn't quite done yet, but it's slowly getting there. The one thing I did realize while building these up is how much oak I use. I use so many oak logs and so many oak planks that I've been through so much bone meal and so many oak saplings, and I've been cutting down trees for hours. So I decided for today's episode, to get rid of all that chopping, I'm gonna build an automatic TnT tree farm. So I've never used one of these, I've never built one of these, so it's gonna be rather interesting to see how we go. As I'm getting the materials here, I'm just going to say, yes, I am using a tutorial like always, and I'll be popping the link to the tutorial in the description below. So let's get this started and we'll see how we go. Every time I follow these tutorials for redstone, there's always a part of me that's like, am I doing this right? Because I'm usually the one who, no matter how close I follow a tutorial, I always fail somewhere along the line, and then I gotta go through and find where the mistake happened. So I'm not surprised if this won't work first time and I'll accidentally blow everything up. Okay, so I think the farm is actually all finished. I am yet to test it, and that's what I'm going to do right now. I am very worried. I think there's a very high chance that it's not going to be set up properly and it's just going to explode and destroy everything I've created. Okay, so apparently what we do with this farm is we climb up here, we can stand here, we pop all the bone meal that I've acquired in here. Luckily I have a bone meal farm, so I should be fine. And apparently flick this switch and it works like this. Oh, ooh, okay. Well, it turns out I seem to have accidentally blown up the contraption. I don't know how it came to be. I think it's because of the certain trees that are spawning. I'm in a pickle. Yeah, I've completely blown up this section, like the whole TnT duplicator. Oh no. This is a problem. Okay, I'll see if I can try and get a solution and fix it from there. So, I had this up and running for about 5 minutes, and this is what we got so far. Pretty good for only 5 minutes, and yeah, I'm kind of happy with this one. I've come to the conclusion, I've realized that this farm is more of a larger scale kind of output when it comes to resources. So if I need only a small amount of oak wood, I won't be using this farm because it's just not practical. So instead, I might just have a little mini farm over here for just manual chopping to have oak wood here, because there is oak wood nowhere near our area. I have to go like halfway through the nether and go to another area to get oak wood. And yes, you are not seeing things. I lowered the entire contraption. I dug a big hole and put it in a hole because it was too big. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to cover up the rest of this redstone with more ice, because this place needs more ice. So yeah, there's gonna be ice spikes here, and yeah, it's gonna run in with this one, and then I'm gonna pop the little manual tree farm there. So, I'll be back when it's maybe all done. Well, I think I may have overdone it just a little bit with this ice spike. I thought it was gonna be rather small, like this one over here, but it's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I just kept going with the building and didn't stop until I discovered it was too big. But yeah, I kinda like it. It kind of adds intimidation factor of this farm, because this farm is deadly. It's killed me many times, only once. But yeah, so that's the whole area. So we've just got this little input output area, which is very small, very cluttered, but it does the job. The wood farm, and to get into this farm and to be able to use it, you just go through here, sneak in, and here's the farm, all underground, all hidden away. And yeah, hopefully not stuck on anything. I've tried my best to keep everything away from the slime blocks. Let's hope I don't destroy it by chucking this over the top. Fingers crossed. I haven't tried it out yet, so it's probably a disaster waiting to happen. Along with finishing that, I also did up my little manual tree farm. Nothing special, just a couple trees. just a couple trees here and there, just in case I need 1 or 2 logs and don't want to boot up an entire farm or an entire contraption. But what we're going to do next is, so what I was planning to do, because I got really inspired to do a lot more building after finishing this ice spike, and being scatterbrained like I usually am, instead of working on this area, which I should really be doing, I'm going to work up here. I finally got this little plateau area finished and done, so I want to start working on this part here, which I've got the resources ready, and I'm going to throw us into a quick time lapse. Not a quick time lapse, but a time lapse. Okay, let's go. The blacksmith shop is all up and running. This is the first build I've actually done without sketching at first. I saw an image of 2 like medieval houses like conjoined together through the top, like through the middle section, and I'm like, I need to do that. So this is why I randomly decided to do this now, because I got very inspired and I'm like, I want to do this now, I can't wait any longer, and I didn't even sketch it. So it turned out pretty decent. So if we go inside, we've got all your blacksmith need. We've got anvils, grindstone. I do plan to get micro blocks, but I don't have a wandering trader anywhere near me, so I gotta wait for him. Gonna decorate a little bit more when I do get the micro blocks. So we've got blast furnaces, finally an area where I can burn stuff that I don't need. Granted, it's miles away from my area now. If we run upstairs, we have just random assorted armors. I'm probably going to deck these all out with every different kind of armor, including netherite, because you always need a backup pair, especially when you're me. We cross across here, have a nice little viewing area of Glacious so far, and back into this area, which is very empty. I don't know what I'm going to put up here. Maybe like a little rest room for the workers, and down here we have the workers, which aren't currently in here yet. If you can probably tell by the setup and the way it looks, it's going to be another villager area. I'm either going to have 2 armorers and 2 toolsmiths, or 4 armorers, and yeah, finally get my diamond tools and armor set up so I don't have to keep spending my diamond on making more tools every time I accidentally die. So what we're doing now is we're going to get those villagers in those areas and get myself set up with some armorers. Okay, so I've got my 2 spare villagers that I've bred from the 2 bartenders in Fox's Den. And so now I gotta make my way from here all the way across over to this area. The problem is I was planning to use boats, but with the snow layering like this, you can't actually safely get a boat through. It keeps getting clipped. So I'm gonna have to do the old style method and place a workbench every time and get them interested, like a breadcrumb trail. So it's time to get around to doing that, which is gonna be a right pain, but I'll get there in the end, and I'll get myself some more villagers. I'm starting to think it was a little bit easier to just get him in a boat and ruin the snow, but I think he's finally getting a hang of what I want him to do. There we go, we're making some progress now. Get in there. There we go, perfect. Okay, now we can get rid of these barrels. Oh, Jesus, there's a creeper in there. Okay, let's get this guy inside. Whee! Get our first guy in here. And now let's go grab his friend. Okay, this guy was the more difficult of the 2. He just didn't want to go anywhere. So, hopefully he doesn't continue that. Don't go in there! Oh my god! Why? Why would you do this? No, I can't get out. Ah, life is a struggle. Okay, attempt number 2 to get this guy to follow me. This time I'm not taking down this fence because this guy just enjoys being a pain. So you stay there, let me block this area off so you can't get back in there. Get rid of this. And now, be free, you dumb little villager. Let's go. Yeah, you're a pain, but you're helpful. And then where's his boat? There it is. Pop him in the boat. Pick this up. There we go, smooth sailing from here. Just gotta avoid these potholes. And there we go. We got the 2 of them in. Finally, that took so long. Okay, so gonna breed these 2s up, make 4, and then get them set up with their trades and all that. So that's also gonna be probably a bit of a roller coaster as well. And here we have it. All the axes, shovels, and pickaxes we're ever going to need. All diamond variation. Nothing with good or decent enchantments, but I have my whole library to fix up that enchantment problem. I just mainly need it so I don't spend all my diamonds every time I die. Well, this area with these villages are all finished, so I'm moving back out here to do just a little bit of decoration for the end part of this video. As you can see, I've already moved the past house that was originally going to be here over to here because I wanted to add like a little central square area with a little fountain, like a wishing well. Oh, wishing fountain. I did all the detailing on the path before I even thought about putting a fountain here, so I'm just wasting all the stairs that I just placed down. So I don't know how I want to do this. So if I were to make that tall, whoops, there we go. Now let's see if this makes it symmetrical. Yay, there we go. And there we go, we have the little central fountain area, which I am going to pop something a little extra in there as well. So in this fountain, what I'm going to do is use the magic of the armor stand book. If I can find the arm, give him this, and if I do this, item flat on surface. Yay, it looks like a little coin in the bottom of the well. So people throw their coins in here and make a wish. Yeah, I'm going to decorate these a little bit more. There we go, we have our little wishing well all set up and done with many coins that the people have thrown in for their wishes. One other area I want to just touch on is this area under here. I wanted to make this like a pedestrian bypass area to like walk through here and then look through here. But then I was thinking maybe I'll make it like an outdoor storage area for the 2 smelting areas, the armorers and the toolsmith. Other way around, that's the armorers, that's the toolsmith. So let's chuck a lot of iron and a lot of random armor stands around the place. Pop him in there as well to make sure the area is nice and lit up. And let's just start spamming iron around the place. So yeah, this is my idea. And gold. Even though, yeah, gold is smelted often, occasionally. And barrels. Barrels solve everything. There we go. And that's a little storage. Oh, no. No, give me a sec. Just random armor stands. Just where they keep their extra stock. Get rid of him. Pop an armor stand there. And maybe him as well. Pop him back and armor stand there. There we go. And that looks like a storage area. My one biggest problem with playing this game is I am never set on the design, I'm constantly changing it. But I think for now this is definitely done, this design here. I kind of really like it. Yeah, just a lot of random stuff thrown everywhere. Trying to make it look messy, but like an organized messy. Still something I really need to work on. To get that kind of skill up, maybe. Okay, I'm going to leave it now before I go overboard and just go nuts with it. But yeah. This area is looking nice. I am slowly getting there. I'm probably going to add a lot of extra small little detail between episodes and stuff like that. But in the next episode, I probably will be moving on to the armorers so I can get around to getting my armor guys in there as well, so I don't have to deal with, again, wasting diamonds. But yeah, I'm going to leave this episode here. If you guys liked the video, give the video a thumbs up, and maybe subscribe if you want to stick around. All good. I'll see you guys next time. See ya!